Well, hello there everybody, how's it going? I'm the Timmeister and welcome back to City Skylines South Africa, episode number 4. Guys, it has been a while and I'm super happy to be back bringing you another episode of City Skylines South Africa. So yeah, I've taken a short break from City Skylines, a couple of months actually, as I was working on some other side projects that were a little bit more time consuming and, didn't really allow me to work on both City Skylines and the other project that I was working on. So I decided it was best that I take a little break from City Skylines. And honestly, I think it was for the best too, because it's given me a new, it's given me like a new fresh start to the game. So some new inspiration, some new ideas. I'm coming into this with a fresh state of mind, I gotta say. So I think it's gonna allow for some more creative thinking going into the series and other series too that I will be working on in the near future. But all in all, guys, I'm super excited to be back, and like I said, guys, we're taking off right where we left off the last time there was a City Skylines South Africa video. So we're near downtown, near the port area, and I just wanted to kind of start things off slow for, the first episode in a long while. So this episode here is not going to be very complicated. I'm going to be working on the areas under this main highway that goes right through downtown. So this area here is, of course, based on Cape Town in South Africa, where, there's this kind of unfinished highway section that runs through downtown, and underneath it lies a bunch of parking lots, some smaller buildings that fit under the bridge, and, just some general stuff. But yeah, I'm going to be building something very similar in this here, and there's going to be a lot of vacant land too, where, there's like shrubbery that's sprouting out, and I'm going to try to go into, some pretty heavy detailing here. This is not normally the amount of detailing level that I'm used to doing, but like I said, I just want this episode to kind of be more of like a cold start video back into, playing the game and whatnot, because I haven't played City Skylines in like 2 months when I was making this video. So, I was a little bit rusty at first, and I kind of wanted to just like dip my toes in just to start off, and then slowly move my way into some more complex and big infrastructure projects. So we'll start things off nice and simple for now, because I do still have a lot to talk about in this episode. And the first thing I want to mention is, so South Africa is still the new series, and I'm super pumped to continue this series because I think it has a lot of potential. I think that, this series can grow into something that's, very unique, and it's already pretty unique, I have to say. I've gotten a very good response in the comments, and a lot of you guys are liking the City Skylines South Africa episodes, and a surprising number of you guys are actually from South Africa, so that's been a huge help, as I've stated before. So continue to support, guys. I'm really enjoying it. But what I also wanted to mention too is the other series that I had previously started, such as Argamel and Timbuktu. So I want to talk about those a little bit too. So starting with Argamel, I want this video to start off on a positive note, but unfortunately, Argamel is no more, and that's 100% my fault. But I'm not at all, well, I'm a little sad about it, but I'm not really that sad because, so first of all, I'll explain what happened to that map. As you guys may know, I built a new computer a couple of months ago, and I spent multiple hours transferring all over my files and, everything that, was from my old computer. And I was dumb enough to forget to transfer over the Argamel save. So it's really as simple as that. I copied over all of my other saves, thankfully, but I just skipped over Argamel. I don't know if I just didn't notice it wasn't selected when I was, moving over my saves. But anyways, Argamel is no more. I did try to recover the save using some recovery apps and whatnot, and I actually recovered the, I forget the file extension now, but anyway, I recovered the actual save file. But I think it was just corrupted enough to where City Skylines wouldn't recognize it, because I dumped it into the saves folder and the map just wouldn't appear at all, even though the file was in like the saves folder. So I figured that the save was corrupt. But anyways, I'm not super sad about it, because to be completely honest, as we were progressing in the Argamel series, I just wasn't really feeling the map anymore. It was too flat in my opinion. It was there was too much area available to build on. It was too easy, is basically what the problem was. Because of the map geography, it didn't make for as much challenge as I wanted it to be. It was kind of fun to get back into the vanilla game. That's really what the series was for. But, the biggest thing for me when I play City Skylines is the terrain that I'm working with. That's one of the most important thing. I have to like feel the terrain, if you guys know what I mean. But not all is lost, guys, because I had so much fun doing that series that I want to start another vanilla series eventually on a little bit more of a challenging map. So I want there to be a lot of water. I want there to be a lot of mountains and stuff to kind of challenge me a little bit on how I need to develop my cities, right? Because of course, when you're dealing with some really tough terrain, you have to be mindful of the terrain itself, and you have to kind of conform to the hills and the geography. So that's something I want to spin up here in the near future. And what's fun too is I can, like, these vanilla cities, they really allow me to pump out some more videos frequently because it requires a lot less editing. Now, like for this episode, it probably took me at least a couple of hours to edit, and because I'm accelerating the footage, this is probably like, I don't know, 3 hours of gameplay, something like that, maybe a little bit less, because it's not a super long episode, but on average, I'd say like at least 3 or 4 hours of gameplay are required to make a 20-minute video. So with a kind of Argamel series, it's super simple. It's all live play. I just record whatever I'm doing. I might cut out a little bit of, little bloopers and stuff. But yeah, it's a lot less labor intensive to make those videos. So like I said, I'm not super sad about losing Argamel. I'm just going to start a new vanilla city, and I'm sure I'm just going to have as much fun as I was with Argamel. So there's that, and the next thing I wanted to talk about is Timbuktu. So first of all, I just want to say, don't worry guys, Timbuktu is not going anywhere, but there are a lot of issues with that city, especially with it being so old. The city is like literally 4 years old now, and it includes a lot of older assets. The map has a lot of problems, performance-wise, and it just needs some general polishing and updating as well too, because over the years, literally, there's a bunch of houses and stuff that have disappeared off the map because creators have removed their assets from the workshop. There's a lot of that's happened, so it causes me to have to go back and revise those areas and basically rebuild them from scratch, and I don't really want to do that. It's kind of annoying, really, that I have to do that. I built up an area, I kind of want to move on to the next one, and the main reason why it's kind of annoying is that it hinders on the progression of the city. When I'm working on a previously built up area, I'm not progressing, and I kind of feel like the city is kind of lingering on now at this point. But I don't want to worry you guys too much, because I know a lot of my fan base is here for Timbuktu, so I can't just abandon it just like that. But I do plan on making some more driving videos of that map for sure, and there's still a whole new area that we haven't built anything yet in Algonquin County, and I plan to maybe develop that area too, because when I'm working in that area, because there's like literally no houses or anything yet, the performance of the game's all right, but when I'm working in Timbuktu, even when I'm working on my new top-of-the-line PC, Timbuktu, it kind of struggles to run. I'm lucky if I get like 30 FPS out of the city on a good day. When I'm zooming out and stuff, it drops down to like 20. So that's it kind of hinders on the enjoyability of the game too, when you're dealing with so many performance issues. I'm sure that any one of you who has a ton of mods and assets can relate. So yeah, it kind of hinders my drive behind Timbuktu. But like I said, guys, don't worry, Timbuktu is not going anywhere. The only thing is, I may take a little bit of a longer break from that series, and I may only be pushing out some driving videos for now. And those, by the way, take a super long time to make because I want them to be perfect, and they literally can take up to like a month to make. That's how much editing goes into those driving videos. So just be patient with me, and I'll be making some more of those because those are actually one of the funner styles of videos that I make. I love making driving videos. They're different, they're unique, and it's a lot of fun. So you can expect some driving videos from Timbuktu for the next little while. But I think for now, the main focus on this channel is going to be South Africa and the vanilla series that I have not started yet. I'm just still kind of in the planning phases. I really haven't started anything as of making this video. I haven't chosen a map or anything. But in the next coming days or weeks, probably days, I'm pretty excited to get started on that. Yeah, I will be choosing a map and going forward with the preliminary actions to start a vanilla series. So yeah, guys, that's pretty much all the news I wanted to share with you guys. But overall, I'm super excited to be back. I wasn't gone for too long. I'm sure you guys haven't missed me too much. I hope not anyways. But yeah, it's good to be back. Also too, so if you guys are subscribed to Sardis and a couple of other creators, you guys must know about the 5 Builders 1 City series that's ongoing. I am part of the season 2 of that, so you should be seeing me building some stuff in that series fairly shortly. I don't have like a primary role in that series. I'm kind of going to be a guest every once in a while to build some extra details on the map, because I find that detailing is really my strong suit. And yeah, it also gives a chance for some new creators too to go onto that series, and I think it was a great idea to invite some new players, but bring all the old classics back in, just to provide a little bit of support. And everybody has their own strong suits, right? And in my case, I think it's detailing. It's really fun to participate in those kind of projects because, to just be in collaboration with a bunch of other creators and seeing how everybody else does things and whatnot, that's the best thing for me. And especially talking to some of the guys who I went to PDXCon with, that's one of the funner parts of that too. But overall, yeah, guys, that's pretty much all I had for today. So yeah, glad to be back, and I'm gonna start to pump out some more videos. I'm super excited. So for the next episode of South Africa, I'm not 100% sure what I'm gonna work on, but I would like to work on downtown. A lot of the buildings, like a lot of the main skyline is already built, but I really want to fill in the cracks with a bunch of more historic buildings and whatnot. And I really want this to look like Cape Town, so I'm going to do a lot of studying. I'm going to try to replicate this as best as I can in our still unnamed city. But you guys have left me a bunch of comments, so yeah, I'm going to try by the next episode to name this city. But anyways, guys, I thank you once again so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this episode. And if you enjoyed this video, be sure to drop a like, drop a comment, and be sure to subscribe as well. And check out my Patreon if you'd like to support the channel even further. So that is going to be it for me today, guys. Until the next episode, please take care.